this video is the skinny on the shutdown. I'm just going to lay out for you what actually happened where we are now. Again, this is coffee time. Look in the description. If you find value in my words, show your appreciation with a cup of coffee. All right. So the Democrats, and I explained this, you ought to go to my Facebook wall, read the stuff that I put out there because I cover a lot of things on Facebook. I don't make videos as often as I used to. I think I've done 2 in the last couple of weeks. So here we go. The During the COVID era, they passed a bill that allowed for subsidies for people that were having difficulty making their premium payments. They also expanded the coverage. Now, I talk to people about illegals um, uh, being on our affordable care that we were paying for, whether it be Medicaid, Medicare, or on the exchange. Hello there, Angie. The issue is, and what people don't understand, now nobody is supposed to be on any of these services without a valid Social Security number. But you go to blue states, and I listed the ways that they get them. Uh, they can buy them, they can rent them, they can make up numbers, they can provide fraudulent paperwork to get a Social Security number. Then they can get on these services. If you recall Doge, they exposed all of the fake Social Security numbers or invalid Social Security numbers or Social Security numbers from people that were dead or that were children that were in the system. So the Democrats' big thing was they were talking about all these millions of people are going to lose their health care. Understand something. The COVID era bill was to enhance and provide subsidies. So if you were already getting Obamacare, let's say your premium was $50, they gave you $25, cutting your premium in half. That is over. It expired December 31st. That being said, the Democrats made a big deal out of wanting to keep those subsidies in place, the expanded and enhanced part of Obamacare. Yeah, we pay for it, the taxpayer. They wanted to keep it going. Trump is saying, no, it's time for people to pay their own premiums, just like I do. And I'm being repetitive from another video, but I want to give this background information. And then wiping out all of the illegals on the health care. So if you got somebody that can't afford to pay their premiums like they were doing before Obamacare, then they might fall into that income area where they can go and get on Medicaid. And that's what they're going to have to go and do. Bottom line, Trump is saying it's time for the taxpayers to stop footing this bill. All right, so what was the game plan of the Democrats? I had already told you Trump is not going to cave. All right? He wasn't going to cave on that. Trump didn't shut the government down, but somebody sent me a video where Trump said, I'll shut the government down. Trump said, if I don't get what I want, context. What did Trump want? A bill that did not include those enhanced and expanded portions of Obamacare. Are you with me? That's what he wanted. He got that bill. Now the ball was in the Democrats' court. What did the Democrats say? They said, screw you. We want XYZ, so therefore we are not going to vote for this bill. And they didn't. Ultimately, 8 Democrats crossed the line because they realized, hey man, this is a bridge too far. And understand, 6 of them are not running for re-election. They just decided to do the right thing because this was nothing but a political football for the Democrats. Another reason Trump was not going to extend the Obamacare era, COVID era subsidies. It This is a CR, meaning it's temporary. They would have been able to use this same ploy again had he done it. So Trump knew, let them expire. They got to present a new bill if they want to get something different, but it won't be based on COVID, all right? Because COVID is done. And they could play this same game with shutting the government down. So what the Democrats did was took an opportunity to try and to do something that would give them the ability to blame Trump. Remember, the Democrats have done everything that they could, including some rhinos, to get rid of Donald Trump. They impeached him twice, tried a third time. They've done a number of things to try and get rid of Trump. That being said, well, they prosecuted him, Bragg, Fonnie Williams, this Letitia James. We've seen all of that, lawsuits, anything that they could to get rid of Trump. And they know that people will believe it. And let me tell you something about people with TDS. I call them TDSers for the collective. They will drain you. They are troubled individuals. No matter how much truth that they see, they will not accept it. They will not believe it because it's called cognitive dissonance. That's what they suffer from when they come on my wall talking nonsense. Now, I'm civil with any TDSer as long as they're civil. But if they start wanting to battle and putting forth CNN talking points, I just shut down the conversation because I know I'm wasting my time. I'm pushing water uphill without a bucket. So I get out of that. If they continue and become unruly about it, I tell them to move on. If that don't work, I tell them to piss off. And sometimes you have to block them when they just won't get it. You're not going to agree with them. They're not going to believe it. If all the things that they have tried to do to get rid of Trump haven't worked, nothing will convince them. Nothing will convince them. So what's the next play for the Democrats? What did they just do? They brought the Epstein stuff back up again. I am telling you, when Epstein got arrested on that first deal, it was because Trump turned him in. He blocked him from Mar-a-Lago, and he contacted the authorities. Easily verifiable, but nobody is going to look. There is nothing on Trump in those files that incriminates him in criminal activity. All right? If it was, the Biden administration would have released it already. Biden wasn't even running the president. And with all the things that these people were doing illegally under the name of Biden, you don't think that they would have crossed the line and just released the information? There is nothing in there on Trump. And now I believe this is me saying this. I think Trump made a deal to get the one big beautiful bill passed. And that was to not expose the pedophiles, knowing in the back of his mind that the anger of the people, MAGA people and whomever else, they would force the reckoning and those files would be released. But Trump didn't want his fingerprints on it because of the deal that he made. Now that's what I believe. I have learned not to second guess Trump because all the man does is win. All he does is win. The man has the insight on things happening behind the scenes that we don't have. And I have the intuition and the ability to discern when I know that there's something more going on. And Trump has shown me more than once that he knows what the hell he's doing. We need to get on board with that and be still. Right now, the Democrats have moved back to the Epstein files. Good. Let them get back there. After this, when it comes time to get a budget, I don't know what the date is going to be for them to have a budget. When this CR ends, look for the Democrats to come up with something else to stall the bill getting signed so that, again, they can blame Trump. And they will do this all the way up until election time if they can. So I hope the CR is set to not expire until after the midterms in November. That's the best thing that we can hope for. But in the meantime, anything that they can find to blame Trump, that's what they're going to do. That's par for the course. Coffee time. If you got anything out of this video, show me some love. T-Mod out. Drive time till next time. In my next video, I'm going to give you the skinny on Marjorie Taylor Greene, Massey, and Rand Paul, and why they have done the things that they have done. However, I will say this, all three of them are right about 1948 Israel and AIPAC. You can take that to the bank, and one day you will see that. Peace.